All right, sixth graders, this is to help you with question 4 on CR 14 version B. It says Juan's family decided to visit an aunt who lives 563 kilometers from Juan's house. If they had traveled about half that distance, or when they had traveled about half that distance, they stopped at a rest area. About how far had they traveled? The fact that it's kilometers is having me guess it's in another country. So 536 kilometers, and when they had traveled about halfway, they want to know when they stopped. Okay, about how many miles, how far had they traveled when they made their stop? Okay, so the fact that it says about tells me I want to work with numbers just a little bit easier. So instead of 563, I think I'll say 560 total. So they have 560 total miles they have to travel. And when they go about kilometers, when they go about halfway, when they've traveled half the distance, they're going to stop, and we want to know what that distance is. Okay, so if I take 560 and I'm traveling and I'm stopping halfway, I take it and I chop it in two. That will give me half the distance. So now that I have this visual here, I say, oh, okay, I take my 560, I just divide it by 2. 2 goes into 5 twice. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. Drag down the 6. 2 goes into 16 8 times. 2 times 8 is 16. Subtract off, drag down the 0. How many times does 2 go into 0? 2 goes into 0 0 times. 0 times 2 is 0. Subtract off. So 280 kilometers would be about halfway. So that will give me 280 kilometers. I just want to mention dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by 1/2. So if you went halfway and you took your 560, and you said, okay, I'm going halfway, I'm going to multiply that by 1/2. Well, if I'm multiplying that 560 by 1/2, 560 is the same as 560 over 1. Straight across the top, straight across the bottom. 1 times 560 is 560. 2 times 1 is 2. Look at what we now have going on. That's 560 divided by 2. That fraction bar means divided by. So in the end, we'd still be doing 2 into 560. I just wanted to quick show you dividing by 2 is exactly the same as multiplying by 1/2.